If you're ever struggling with your video generation prompts, it's probably because you're not doing enough pre-production work to make sure that your AI video generation model can do a good job. It is not optimal to just write out a prompt, maybe enhance it a bit, and then send it to the video generation model. You'll want to make sure you generate the first frame of the video as an image first so you can ensure visual consistency the way you want it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take one line from your video script and iterate multiple shots from text prompt to image generation prompt to video generation prompt while discerning the best model for your use case while saving money along the way. We will be using Venice AI for this because we have text models, image generation models, and image to video models all in one place for us to explore and iterate with creative freedom. And then at the end of this video, I'll show you how to use the Venice AI Video Testing Lab, which is free and open source on GitHub, for you to start exploring your shots in bigger projects to stay organized and ranking the winners so you can know which shots were best for you so you can save time and money in the future. So let's start a new chat in Venice and dive in. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is paste this prompt that is in the description below, or just type it out. But we want to ask our favorite LLM, which in this case, we're using the default method on Venice. How can we best conceptualize this phrase in a video? Now we're going to paste the line right here in just a second. Write a video generation prompt in paragraph format, no headings, 1500 characters max to tell a story representing the meaning within this phrase. Give me 3 visual concepts. So what this is going to do is going to create a video generation prompt for us. Now this is for an animated explainer video about a way to get recurring AI credits. You just pay for them once and they'll refresh every day. Pretty cool, right? So that's the line from my script. I'm putting it in quotation marks just to make sure the LLM knows. We will now generate 3 visual concepts. Okay, we have 3 concepts here. Now, these concepts are for videos. We are not going to create videos yet. Now, generate a prompt that will generate an image of the first frame of each of these videos. Because the best way to create good, high-quality videos is to create the imagery first, so we know the style works, and this will save us a lot of time and money and even headaches. So, for the first visual concept, this is our image generation prompt. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to start a new chat, and I'm going to switch to an image generation model. We are going to generate 4 variants. We're going to start with the HiDream model. We will do this for each visual concept. And to make this easier, I just open them each in new tabs. So each of these conversations is going to represent one of these visual concepts. So here we have this version, AI credits. That's not bad. Let's try it with a premium model. And now I'm normally not going to try a premium model until I have tried with the open source models. I have a feeling though, Nano Banana Pro is going to do a really cool job of this one. So I am going to save some money and we'll just do 2 variants instead of 4 and we'll click regenerate. Now let's check our second prompt. This is kind of cool. I don't know if we'll see a better job with Nano Banana Pro. So I am going to just select the winner here. So I'm going to leave those there for now. The third visual concept, this is cool. And this one would be fun to explore with another model. Let's try Seed Dream V4. And I am going to do 4 variations here and we'll regenerate. Okay, so now we come back, Nano Banana Pro, we see much more detail, see some dollar bills, some hundos, past due subscriptions. I like this one, right? I like this one, that's cool. So from here now, I would click create video, but there's one more thing we need to think about, especially if this line might need more screen time than we're gonna give it. So for example, we really just need one of these concepts to make a video for this line, but you never know if in the editing room, you might need more visual metaphors for something, a message that's constantly repeated in your video, for example. So for sake of learning, I'm actually going to generate videos with each one, assuming that they'll all make it into the final cut. But to do that, we have one problem. These images don't follow the same style as these images, So one way to fix that would be in the prompt. Ensure each concept follows a similar visual aesthetic. Or we turn on Venice's cool image style feature and we choose one to be used in each generation. So let's try with steampunk. I'll generate these again now with Nano Banana, with HiDream, and with Seed Dream. So now we have our AI credits visual in a steampunk universe. got our split screen shot, and we've got our vending machine with the key. Even though they're different models and they're not all perfect, at least they're following a similar aesthetic. So now we're going to take our favorites and generate video. So I really like this one. The process I like to follow, I'll hit that create video button. I'm going to go back to my original conversation with the first concept, which is this frustrated creator sitting at a desk. I'll copy that and I'll paste that there. So originally we started with the close-up shot, the first frame. Now we have the full video prompt here that will take this first frame and put it into a video. The process I like to follow is use cheaper models and get more and more expensive until you find one you like. So instead of starting off with Sora 2 Pro, let's try with LTX Video 2.0 Fast. So we're going to stick with one variant here. 6 seconds sounds about right for the line, and we'll shoot that off. While that's generating, we'll switch tabs, go to the second shot, which I am not too pleased with. So depending on how you're going about this, I would skip it entirely, or I would regenerate it with the model we know does a good job, Nano Banana Pro. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to regenerate that. And we can just see the quality is so much better here with Nano Banana Pro, which is why it costs the big bucks. So let's take this one. I think that's kind of fun. And we'll do the same thing. We'll create video. We will find our original video prompt. And once again, we start with a cheaper model to see the results we get. I'll leave this at 2.5 preview, which isn't necessarily cheaper actually. Sora 2 is probably, yeah, it's only 5 credits more. So let's try clean. One variation, 5 seconds is probably good. We'll send that off. Next, we'll go to our final prompt. Take one that has good spelling. I like this vibe. Create new. Go back to the first conversation and get our full video prompt, paste that in, and we choose a well-priced model here. Okay, now we'll check back in with the first shot. Wow, that's cool. I don't know who that lady is. Cool shot, right? So now's when we can choose to have some fun and spend more money, or we keep it. I mean, that's really cool. 2 options here. I can extend it from the last frame, or I simply regenerate it with another model and see what it makes. In this video, I'm trying to show you how to just take a single line and turn it into a helpful shot for your videos. So I'm going to skip copying the last frame as much as I would love to. And I'm actually just going to go over to 3.1 fast because I want to see what it would do differently compared to LTX Video 2.0 fast. Now you see we're using quite a few more credits here. So you really want to make sure you know your priorities and if it's worth these credits to you. Meanwhile, Kling with the second shot is just finishing up. Let's take a look. Now Kling doesn't do sound. Interesting. Kind of cool. I'm going to regenerate it though. I'm going to go to 3.1 fast and I want to see how that does. Third shot, LTX Video 2.0 fast. That sound, whoa. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and regenerate this one, and I'm going to use 3.1 fast. I get really good results from 3.1 fast. Veo 3 is my favorite, actually. So if I don't like what these cheaper models are producing, I'll start going into the more premium models, but only if it's completely necessary. Okay, shot 1. Pretty cool. And with a little overlays of perhaps a logo or something super relevant to what I'm trying to show, then this could be a very viable shot. Meanwhile, our second split screen shot. Pretty cool. I'm not sure I would use it, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. And our final shot. Oh, wow. If only it's spelled right, that would be beautiful. And so, of course, to fix something like that, we would just regenerate it, maybe adjust the prompt a little bit to be super precise and keep saying unlimited, unlimited. But for purposes of our demonstration, that is good. Okay, so finally, before we leave the generation room, before we leave production, we're going to do one more generation just for purposes of comparison. And the reason we want to do a third generation, it's not always necessary, but if you are working with a large project, the Venice AI Video Testing Lab, which I'm going to show you in just a minute in detail, is going to help you analyze your shots and pick winners, so to speak, so you can keep organized with all these files. So we've got our third round of videos.
I can't believe it. It's done. More. No waiting, no more fees. Wow, look at all this.
I kind of like that, actually, in some ways. There might be a chance to put that before one of these shots. So food for thought there. I'm glad we did that third generation. This one is garbage, and this is kind of Willy Wonka-like, but it's kind of cool too. It might even be worth extending that in another timeline. The next thing I'm going to show you now is how to take those shots, how to install the Venice AI Video Lab on your computer, so you can then rank them and save them and keep organized. If you're unfamiliar with GitHub, don't worry, I'm going to show you the easiest way to use it right now. So hit that link below and you'll get to the Venice AI Video Testing Lab. Click this green code button, you might have to be logged in, and click download zip. Download the zip file. If you already know how to use GitHub, you know how to clone it. And then on your computer, you're going to want to unzip that zip file and open up the folder that it creates, Venice AI Video Lab. There it is. Now we have the GitHub repository on our computer. First, we're going to open up that folder now that we just created, and there's going to be a videos folder. And in here, we need to bring our shot files. So I need to make a new folder for each shot. So we'll say concept 1, concept 2, concept 3. And now I'll come back to my chat windows. This is the first concept. I'm going to copy this exactly, and I'll explain why in a moment. Copy that, download it. I'm going to find the videos folder. We're going to go to concept 1, and I'm going to paste that as the file name. Same thing here. Same thing here. And now do that for each shot. Now soon we'll see all our shots in here. You'll notice they don't have extensions like .mp4, and that's okay because the setup script will automatically add the extension if we need it. I made this with copying and paste this exact thing in mind for Venice users. So the next thing we need to do now is come back to the root directory and open up this config.json file in any text editor. So here we can title and describe each scene, each shot, and then we're going to put in each model that we used. So for example, concept 1 is this prompt, so I'll copy that, pop it in there. The folder is named concept 1, and we'll even just call this concept 1. So now I have my scenes laid out, and the 3 models I used were Kling, Veo 3.1, LTX Video 2.0. We also used Juan. So I'll make sure this is accurate. Now that I've done all this, I'll copy it and paste it into a JSON validator just to make sure it's clear. So I made a mistake, and that is because there are quotation marks in here when there shouldn't be. So we'll just remove all these extra quotation marks so it doesn't disturb the JSON formatting. Try that again, and we're valid. Our files are ready now, so we need to first install Node.js on your computer if you haven't already. This just means you can run JavaScript code on your computer. It's what's going to be what puts together our whole website. Just Google it. It's quick. It's easy. And then come back to your folder and figure out how to open the terminal. In macOS, it's this simple, but normally you can right-click it. You want to open up a new terminal here because we're going to run the setup script, which is here in the instructions as well, npm run setup. We launched that, it found the configuration, it found the 3 scenes, and we can see the script validated our configuration file, it found 3 scenes and models, it scanned the video directory, and generated the whole website. And now from there, we find the site directory inside our repository, and we open up index.html. We open it in our browser and we see our 3 concepts here with all 3 files side by side, as well as a speed test showing us which one was faster. Now we go into our first concept and we choose our favorite. I think this one was my favorite. Interesting. This one was cool too. I don't know what that's all about though, that lady.
I can't believe it. It's done. More. No waiting, no more fees.
Yeah, it's Veo 3.1 fast, the most professional. So we select that as our winner. Concept 2, once again, Veo 3.1 fast, and concept 3. I love the celebration, but that's not it. Cling is cool, it doesn't have sound, but I do kind of like that. It's a little too broad of a metaphor though. And I like the AI video generator text, so this one wins. So Veo 3.1 wins all of them. And then we can click our master dashboard and we can see the ones we chose for each concept. This tool becomes very helpful if you have lots of shots you're working with. And if you are a code tinkerer, maybe you'll want to contribute to this repo to make it even better for other Venice users. So in conclusion, you can see I like Veo 3.1 fast. It worked for me and for this particular project. And so maybe I would just automatically choose Veo 3.1 fast for future generations in this project or in general. But this is just a technique I use for exploring the different models with these different concepts and seeing what works the best. Thank you for watching, and don't forget you can stake DM to get recurring AI credits every day and be as excited as this guy. You're always invited to the Venice Discord to show us what you're working on. Happy creating!